Ladies and gentlemen, if you love horsepower, fiberglass, and that unmistakable V8, make some noise right now. We're talking real builds, real passion, real Corvette live, straight from the streets to the car shows. Welcome, Scott. If you don't know him yet, you will. You can find him on the Corvette channel on YouTube, bringing that torch red energy, that Corvette attitude, and that lifestyle we all live. If you love horsepower, fiberglass, and that unmistakable V8, make some noise right now. Turn it up. Fire it up. We're talking real builds, real passion, real Corvette live, straight from the streets to the car show. Welcome, Scott. If you don't know him yet, you will. You can find him on the Corvette channel on YouTube, bringing that torch red energy, that Corvette attitude, and that lifestyle we all live. If you love horsepower, fiberglass, and that unmistakable V8, make some noise right now. Turn it up. Fire it up. We're talking real builds, real passion, real Corvette live, straight from the streets to the car show. Welcome, Scott. If you don't know him yet, you will. You can find him on the Corvette channel on YouTube, bringing that torch red energy, that Corvette attitude, and that lifestyle we all live. If you love horsepower, fiberglass, and that unmistakable V8, make some noise right now. Fire it up. We're talking real builds, real passion, real Corvette live, straight from the streets to the car show. Welcome, Scott. If you don't know him yet, you will. You can find him on the Corvette channel on YouTube, bringing that torch red energy, that Corvette attitude, and that lifestyle we all live. If you love horsepower, fiberglass, and that unmistakable V8, make some noise right now. Every single blade, 25 E-ray, torch red, sitting mean, talking horsepower like it's poetry. Kevin rides a Z06 and Riptide blue. Every stoplight knows when he rolls through. Jack pulls up purple metallic glow. A stereo pain got the whole town slow. Cars lined up, clean sunlight, it's chrome. Every curve feels like home. Yeah, we bleed Corvette red, blue, purple shine. Polished dreams under open skies. Car show crowds, engines humming. Old school hearts with a future running. From back road pulls to caffeine dawns. Cars and coffee Sundays on. It ain't just fiberglass, it's a way of life. We don't just drive them, man, we live Corvette pride. Breezy V8 sound, even named his dog after the legend.
What's that better now?
None of this
it's better now. The echo's better now.
Without the one by his side, holding him right. Jennifer standing through thick and thin. Every mile he's driven, she's been all in. Yeah, we bleed Corvette red, blue, purple shine. Past and future meet every time. Brothers by the road, not by blood. Built on torque, trust and brotherhood. From Mexico nights to Sunday lights, still chasing that same first ride. It ain't just fiberglass, it's a way of life. Yeah, we don't just drive them, we live Corvette pride. Engine's cool, but the fire don't fade.
Here we go, Jack.
Here we go.
Hey, buddy. We're here. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing?
Hey, hello, everybody to the East Coast. Hope everybody that's in the cold is doing okay.
Well, hey, S. Carlson, good evening, and from Memphis, right on. How you guys doing? Got a whole bunch of people in the house today. Cool. Thank you guys all for returning. Isn't that awesome? We got a pile of people. Yep. Yeah. V8 got much better. Stop spamming. So yeah. Well, I tell you what, guys, we have had this has been fun. I can tell you that. We've tried to be able to get all the sound worked out, and I think we actually got it tonight. So Guys, you notice it's just Jack and I today. Kevin has been tied up with his job today, so I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. He has the availability to jump into the call if he's able to, but I'm not expecting him, but I'm hoping that he does. But we got it under control. I've had a bunch of different. I know we've had a bunch of people talking that you don't talk very much, Jack. So we're gonna make you talk tonight.
They don't know me that well, do they?
Well, let me see here. We've got a bunch of people in the house. We got Robert Sissenful. Hopefully, I am not butchering your name. From Northport, Florida.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Scotty Mont, I hear you.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's honest.
And
Chris is being honest.
Chris in the house. Yep. And there we go. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, it is a cool song, guys. This song will mean a lot to me probably forever. I've tried to do the intro with this song for the last couple of times, and it just didn't work because of because of my sound. I didn't have it all set up right. So just while we're sitting here doing this real quick, does Jack sound good, guys? We want to make sure that since we're going to make him talk, we want to make sure he sounds good.
I want to make sure I sound really professional because I just started my second career, so I just need to make sure I sound good. So
that's right.
Am I good? Let me know. Yeah. Say hi to Vegas, my favorite.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Well, there we go. There's your daughter right there.
I've got a quick question, Scott. I wanted to put it out there. I've seen some videos online. Some guys getting their Corvette out playing in the snow. I want to know if there's anybody online tonight that's chatting with us has got their Corvette out in the snow, because apparently if you get one in rain or snow, it total losses them. So I want to see if everybody's car has survived the winter. So let us know, folks, if anybody's had the guts to get those things in the snow. I would kind of like, and if you've got a video, we would love to see that video, because we don't have that opportunity out here to get them out in the snow.
Yeah, no, we don't. And my E-Ray, I could go in the snow. I don't think I'm going to take it out in the snow though, but,
I would love
it is capable.
He's got put chains on that E-Ray. I think that would be hilarious. I would take my four-wheel drive and ride along just to watch him clank against the fenders. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Oh, well. So how's everybody doing? First of all, I want to thank you guys all for watching. This is the 4th episode of the show. Looks like this one's coming off pretty good so far. Okay. That's a negative, huh?
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We want to know who all's out there, and we're looking for everybody's inputs. Like we told you last week, we're not just here to discuss our topics. We're here to discuss anything you want to also.
That's right.
If we don't know the answer, the lie's going to sound really good, so we'll get through it. So just remember that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And guys, we want to talk about everything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't always have to be C8 and C7. It can be, it's like every time you turn around on YouTube nowadays, it's ZR1, ZR1X, all that type of stuff. And I get it. I mean, those are the newest and latest and greatest things, but there's, there's a lot more to it than that. And so, you guys might have some questions that you guys want to talk, see if we can try to answer the questions. Maybe you're having a problem. Maybe you don't understand something. We go back to just recently, we go back to, I think it's the very first episode or the second episode that we did. And Kevin was giving me a bad time about the little green gear. And I had a gentleman that he didn't know what that was. And he called me and I said, oh, yeah, I told him about it. He says, I don't think I've ever seen it. Well, he called me yesterday, I think it was. And he says, hey, you know what? I finally saw that little green gear. So anyway, yeah. So
did he? All right, see, that's whatever you give that gas. That makes sense. Notice Dan was asking, what is our opinion on the ZR1X that went across for $2.6 million? Yep. Technically, me and Scott were putting in the bids for it. We went up to 2.4 and then we bailed out on it. So me and Scott was going to share the car. So we lost out, I think, to Rick Hendricks. Rick, of course, if you don't know, Rick Hendricks got VIN 1 Corvette that there is. And so, yeah, no, I thought I predicted, I think it was 2.4 million is what my prediction was. So I was pretty close. But actually, I thought it would go for $3 million. But beautiful ride.
Everybody else,
beautiful.
actually, everybody else went over, Jack, including myself. I was
Oh,
over.
really?
Yeah. You were the one that hit it, but it's just kind of crazy. We're getting a bunch of other, but yeah, I'm surprised that it wasn't that it didn't go for more. I really was. Art Wong, he works for Chevrolet and for FH Daily in San Lorenzo, or I think that's right where it's at. Anyway, and an American Chevrolet there in Modesto, and him and his crew were out there manning the fort. He's been doing that for Chevrolet for a long time for Barrett Jackson, and so they were handling all of that, and he said that the rumor had it that they were expecting it to go over 4 million, and it and of course it went up to the 2.5 almost immediately, right? It was like bam 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 bam, and it was done. But then the auctioneer had to get that extra 100,000. But I mean, it was
pocket money.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Nobody knew. What's that?
I don't know if you noticed the auction. The one thing they was talking about that the winner would get to go build his own motor. So now maybe I don't understand all the rules behind all this, but I thought when that was the car of one, I thought that's the one you get. Apparently that's not the case. So maybe there's more to this stuff than we all know about. But if I could afford $6 million, I wouldn't really be worried about it.
The way I understand it to be is that they put a motor in it, but the winner gets to go now and go build the motor, and then they'll put that motor in it. Yeah. But yeah. Part of that is something that Yeah. Well, we're gonna that gives us to an interesting segue. Let me answer some of these questions real fast.
Go ahead, Scott.
Here. Don't even know where the rubber things are on the windshield. Laugh out loud. The rubber things. Oh, windshield wiper. Yeah, you never put it in the. Okay, back to the snow thing. Yeah, okay. We have a friend like that. His name's Reggie. He doesn't know where the control. He doesn't know where the turn signal stock is, where you turn that on.
Well, remember when Reggie, we got caught in the rain, and Reggie called in and said, "Hey man, how you turn these wipers on this Corvette?"
We were out in Bodega Bay. Yep, we were all out on a run in Bodega Bay, guys, and we come up over this hill, and it just started raining. And he's like, pulls over the side of the road, does a U-turn, and on the radio, he's like, "Where do I turn these things on?" So,
Reggie, just to let you guys know, Reggie's one of the good friends that rides with us. Got a beautiful 24 Stingray, same color as Kevin's. We call them the brothers because they look the same colors. We can't tell them apart. That's what we give them crap about. But yeah, he's got, and supposedly he's going to be watching tonight. I asked him to tune in to watch, so we'll see if he chimes in here and gets we get a response from Reggie. If not, I'll hear it tomorrow morning when we have coffee tomorrow. So I'll find out.
That'd be good. Well, maybe Jim will come in and say thanks for doing it. S. Carlton, Jolene is staying in the garage getting good massages. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. V8 behind. I'm glad you talked about the gear. I saw it for the first time yesterday. What's funny is that there's so many things going on in these cars when you're doing it that sometimes you don't even realize that that's what it is, right? You don't know if it's good or bad. When you see a green gear, I mean, when I first saw it, I was thinking something went wrong with my transmission.
I was thinking something was wrong. I was thinking the same thing, Scott. I'm like, uh-oh. But then I realized that, it's amazing if you look up the owner's manual.
Yeah.
It's amazing the stuff that's in these things. Of course, we're guys. We don't look at the owner's manuals because we know everything. It's just like the dealer tells you don't turn the traction control off until you do a 360 in the middle of the road. Then you realize why you don't turn the traction control off. So,
absolutely. Yeah. And that's another one of the reasons that you go to Ron Fellows when you get one of these cars.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about Ron Fellows a little bit if we get a chance. We'll see how the conversation goes.
There you go. All right, let's get through a couple more of these. Dan. Hey, Dan, your stuff went out today too, by the way. So that'll be coming to you next week. Okay.
Oh, also, I
Uh,
noticed. I'm sorry, Scott. I don't mean to step on you, but Tina's wanting to know where's Kevin. Kevin's got caught up at work, so he might try to join us later on. We don't know yet. He's got to make all the money to give to Scott to keep the Corvettes running. So, Kevin's out there making the money.
That's good. Hey, Tina, since we got you there. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Jack.
Wait, no, I don't mean to step on you.
No, I was stepping on you. So, Tina, since you're there, what happened? You gave me a call earlier with your car. What happened with that? Tina called me earlier today. She walked out in her garage. She hadn't driven in about a week or so. She walked out in her garage today, and she had about a quart of oil on the floor. So she had it towed to the dealer, and so I'm just curious if they found anything. So let us know, Tina. We'll get back to you on that one. Let's see what we going here. I thought it would be. See, TNT 2012. I thought it would be close to the ZR1. Me too. I really did. The ZR1 went for a lot more money.
Yes.
I really was surprised that it.
But I would say
went
this
as
much.
low as it did.
I do like the hood on the ZR1.
I do.
I
do like
it. Good. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know if I was to ever put a hood like that on my E-Ray, I wouldn't. You know how the companies they do it all, black carbon fiber.
Yep.
Some of it looks really, really good. Guy's got one. It just looks awesome. But, he's got so much carbon fiber on that car that it just goes right along with it, right? I have no carbon fiber on mine. So if I was to do a hood like that, I would have mine painted red, But
you have no carbon. Scott, let's clarify that to everybody. You have no carbon fiber on the outside.
On the outside, yeah, excellent. I got enough.
Yeah, the whole interior makes up for the exterior. Let's be honest. Those people of you that has seen Scott's car on the inside, you know that story is not true. He has plenty of carbon fiber on the interior.
No, that's for sure. And you'll get a chance to see that here in a second. Hey, Paul, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me see here. Let's get back over here to Chris. Can't get traction on my Z in the dry weather. I'm sure in the snow it will be a blast. Well, you know what? They are but it's a little bit crazy. Speaking of your car, Chris, how's it doing? Is it doing okay? I know you had a little mishap. I don't know. Hopefully that was just some of the little bugs getting worked out in the car. So yeah, let us know how that's going.
We got the one. Okay, Scott. There's
Leslie.
one question about cold air intake system.
What's that?
Did you see the one from Robert asking? He's got a 2021 asking about the cold air intake system. If he thinks it's worth it to put on.
Yeah, I'm retired, but I've had Corvettes all my life. Currently own a 21 Z51. It got 19,000 miles in it. Is it worth putting the inventory cold air intake on it? Yes. It's you don't get as big of a gain as you do with the Z06, but the Stingray, I think, don't hold me to this, but I want to say they said it's 17 horse more on the Stingray. But I gotta say they look good, right? They really do. I mean, but the one thing that you do lose, which you don't have much of it anyway, is a little bit of trunk space, right? So because that bubble, when you pop that bubble in, it takes a little bit of space away. So I've considered it, but what little bit of space I got,
I'm thinking about it for the Z06. I mean, but I just haven't got around to that part yet. But I mean, you got to admit, anytime you can let the engine have more airflow to it, it's going to increase performance. It's just a matter of whether you are willing to fork over the money to put it on. That's what it comes down to.
Exactly.
Exactly. It is not cheap.
No, it's not cheap, and it's not an easy installation. I mean, I've got all the tools to be able to do it all, and I can do it here.
Outstanding. Now that I know where I can get put on,
right? Exactly, right.
But installed.
But but I've looked at the installation on that, and it's like, I'm going to move on to a few other things before I do that one. That's just one thing I don't want to tackle right now. But
Okay.
but I mean, when I put my wing on, when I put my Z07 wing on the car, the very first one I ever did, getting that down to the brass tacks, that was a 10-hour installation. I don't do
Yeah.
them like that now, but when you first do one, it's always a lot harder, and it just takes time. All right,
We got a response from Tina. Tina
Dan's
found the
thanking
issue.
me there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and okay, we just got through that one. Okay, so
Okay, good.
let me see here. We're kind of skip. Let me get back up here. Leslie says, "Who needs an owner's manual when you have Scott and his tutorials and install videos?" You know what's funny, guys, is that I do a lot of work, and this month's sponsor is Extreme Online Store, right? They do rely on me a lot to be able to do installation videos for them because most of their stuff doesn't come with install instructions. So yeah, if you're running into something, look at my videos. And if I've done it, you'll be able to do it, better than the paperwork that's coming with those kits. That's for sure. But thank you very much on that. Let me see here. V8 behind. I just put every piece of carbon fiber that EOS offers in my car this week. Oh wow. Okay. Well, you must have took out a loan for the national debt then, I take it. Because I've done it. It's expensive. Carbon fiber is expensive, guys. Let me see here. Chris, I have Corsa Cold Air on my... Oh, go ahead. Go, Jack.
I said, no, I said, Kevin, our other counterpart, he's built two Corvettes and a Camaro with a carbon fiber. So yes, he can tell us exactly how much it is to build a car with carbon fiber.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. So here's Chris. He's got a Corsa cold air intake on my Z. Do you suggest a tune to go with it? If your car's capable of it, yeah, it probably would be a good thing to do. I'm assuming since you had that motor built, that you should be able to tune it, no problem. Chris, I'd probably hold off a little bit until you get all the bugs worked out before you decide you're gonna to tune it, just so you have a baseline to start with, right? Because you just go, you're never gonna know what's giving up or what's doing right, and so I would start with the base and then go from there. Okay. Let's see, Dan. Let's see, what do we got here? When you start adding carbon fiber, it becomes addicting. You can't stop. Kevin says the same thing, right? What's Kevin say all the time, Jack? About the carbon fiber.
He goes, if you go go from the front, you got to go all the way to the back.
You got to run it. That's it. So now you start out with that $50 piece, and all of a sudden you're buying $500 pieces. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's
give an update because we're not speaking for Kevin here because last week he told you that his wang, as he calls it, his wing has came in, all the parts. So I'm going to take him down Monday, and while he drops his car, he's going to get his new wing put on next week. So I'm sure next Thursday, we and Scott probably will get a word in edgewise next week because he's going to be having a garage. Yeah, we won't be able to talk about anything because he's going to show his car.
He'll have a super cam going on.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. So Tina just chimed in. Let's get that up on the screen here. I just got home from the dealership. What they said was they didn't get the oil filter on correctly, so it was dripping. That's what I told you earlier. Well, that's kind of what I suspected. So they washed it out, and hopefully it's okay. I'm hoping that is the case. But that's what it sounded like, Tina. So hopefully that's not a big problem. If you would have lost the drain plug or something like that, you wouldn't have had just a quart of oil. You would have had the whole thing on the ground. So yeah, that should be okay.
Alan would have been out there still cleaning all that oil up.
Yeah, no kidding. Same thing happened to you, V8 behind. Okay, well, see, this is the thing, guys. One of the things that I was watching a video today, as a matter of fact, and I was there was a gentleman that was talking about how he's owned Lamborghinis and Ferraris and things like that in the past, and now he's got a 25 ZR1. And when he takes it to the shop, he goes, he doesn't get that like when Lamborghini, when he had that and he had a problem, the dealer actually sent somebody to his house, picked it up, he trailered it to the, took it back, had it fixed, brought it back to him, gave him a loaner car, all these things, right? General Motors doesn't do that. They're not dealing with 1,200 cars in a whole year. They're doing millions of cars every year. So they're not built and they're not geared right now to be able to take care of people like the more of the exotic cars. So when they go in for an oil change, they're getting the same guy that's doing a Chevy truck as they are that's working on the Corvette. And so you're not getting, you're really not getting that attention to detail when you go into the dealers. So those of you guys that live near me, you guys want to get an oil change, I do them here. So this way, it's me that's touching them and nobody else. And, and you can actually sit here and watch me do it. So, there's no surprises. Okay. So just a little plug for my business. Let's see here. So
that covers everything, right? Scott's still covered under warranty?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you know what? General Motors, as long as I do, since I'm a business, it's covered under their warranty. So yeah, so that's not a problem.
And all right, guys, we're trying to catch up on all the messages in, and we appreciate everybody chiming in. Yeah, we're trying to catch them as quickly as we can.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure we don't get them too far down the list here.
We're one mouth short, and I guess you can figure out which one that is.
So, Chris, okay, so car started stuttering, died while idling, went into limp mode, through a PO 336 code. It's back in the shop. Wow. Okay. Well, Chris, I'm sorry, man. Hopefully they can get those bugs worked out. Hopefully that'll happen here soon. All right, Leslie. So just call me Leon. All right, saying hello from Plumas Lake. Right on. Another viewer here in Plumas Lake. Right on.
Must be your neighbor.
I know, isn't that great? There's a lot more Corvette owners here in Plumas Lake than I thought. I can tell you that. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. So thanks for watching.
Well, I got to throw in a little thing here, Scott. I've got to make a little dig for all you folks that's on the East Coast, and we appreciate you. We see the weather that you're having out there, and we everybody's okay. But to let you know, it was 62 degrees here today with the sun shining, and I was in a short sleeve shirt. So sorry, depends on which coast you live on and what the weather's like. So
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm glad. Hey, it's cold here, but I'm glad it's much warmer than there. That's for sure.
Parents hate to call and put that little dig on them in Virginia. Yeah, they hate.
Oh that. Yeah, absolutely. Let me see here. Tina's saying hi to Philip, and
I know that.
And okay, so everyone's saying hi to each other. Okay. And then we got S. Carlson again. I watched an older video of the wind restrictor install in the C7, and it was a fantastic install tutorial. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. That was one of my earlier on videos, and that was kind of funny. I'll elaborate just a little bit on this, but Jenny was helping me. She was helping me film that video, and she did the majority of it, and so she climbed in the front of the car when we started this, and she got into the back of the car, and by the end of the video, she was in the back of the trunk. And then when we got done, she's like, how am I going to get out of here? She was in the trunk. So we had to get a ladder and get her out of the car, that way, because she couldn't sneak back out. So that was kind of funny. We were just talking about that not too long ago. All right, Chris. Thanks again, dude. I just hope that.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't forget to subscribe and think everything. So and let everybody know this is great. We love having. It's better than me and Scott trying to find something to talk about. Let me tell you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So
we have something to talk about though.
Oh, I know, right? So
we do have a couple things.
So guys, we've got, so far we've had like 34 messages. I don't know exactly. I don't have all my stats page up here, but we got a lot of people in the room. Do me a favor. I can't see it. Normally Kevin sees that. But hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. It just helps us. So hit that like. And then guys, all of you guys are, everyone that's been chatting tonight, you guys are all in the running for the grand prize for January from Extreme Online Store. This is the license plate frame for a surround that fits a C8 Stingray. So all of you guys that are in the chat tonight, you guys have either subscribed tonight or you have already been subscribed. And because this is the first night that I've enforced that you have to be a subscriber to be able to leave a chat and get on here to be able to be entered. So guys, all of you that are in here tonight, thank you so much. This won't cost you a dime, just except to spend a little bit of time with us tonight. Okay, so let me put that off to the side.
I've seen that on quite a few Corvettes. It looks very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice.
And guys, we got some really good stuff. We got Solar Performance stepping up to the plate next month for February, so they're going to be giving 2 of those away. Those will either fit a C7 or a C8. Let me see. All right, let's get here. Jeff, sorry you're late. Well, you're fashionably late. We'll put it that way. But thanks for tuning in, buddy. Phil, hello from Sacramento again.
He's sitting on the couch with his little puppy on his lap. I'm sure he is.
Oh yeah, Doug the Thug. Yeah.
Doug the Thug. Yeah.
He's got his own web page, or his own Facebook page. So Jeff, if you put it up there, I'll post it so you guys can see it. And then and you're welcome, Tina. Anytime that you have a question, just let me know. Okay. And then let's see. There should be a Corvette. Let's see. So V8 behind says there should be a Corvette only side to the dealerships. Guys, you're absolutely right. And what's really weird is, I don't know, some of you probably know this. I was working for Maida Chevrolet, which ended up just recently getting bought from Elk Grove Chevrolet. And so there was a lot of politics and stuff going on with that. But I was involved in starting to work that. We were literally the general manager and everyone involved. We were getting ready to do that. We had increased Corvette sales dramatically. I know. Yeah, well, Jack's one of them, and so is Jeff is one of them, and Speedy. I don't know if Speedy's on the show tonight, but I sold all those cars to these guys, and what I wanted to do is, one, I was making their life super easy. Jack can tell you that he didn't have to do absolutely anything. When this was all said and done, him and his wife showed up, they saw the car, they went down, and they literally sat down with the finance manager for a few minutes, signed all the papers, it was done. There was no haggling, there's no negotiation. I wanted to make it the most fun experience, because buying a house, buying a cell phone, and buying a car are probably the worst 3 things you can do. And so we wanted to be able to make this fun and exciting. Jack, you can tell them a little bit about it. I mean, you had a great experience, right?
Yeah, because Peter that works there at Maida with you, Peter, even the day my car showed up, and I'm thinking, Scott, you've shown the video, they showed up on the truck. Peter stayed there after work hours to when the car showed up. From the time the guy fired it up off the trailer to get it on, showed the pictures of unwrapping it. You've seen it in the introduction when it's sitting out in the rain. The car was delivered when it was raining, and they took a picture. And then if you have a chance to look on YouTube, Scott posted a video of the day that Tori and I went and picked up the car. It was an exciting time. It was a very exciting time, and it was very simple. And the only thing that hurt a little bit was when you hand cramps, when you write that check a little bit. That's when you get the cramp in your fingers. Yeah, it was a fantastic experience. I had the wheels that's on the card you see in the background of my picture. I had those wheels. That's not the wheels that came on the car. And I had the wheels taken up there, and Scott and Peter had those wheels changed before I ever got up there to see the car. So yes, the experience was phenomenal. And I was more than thrilled with the car. I was a little bit apprehensive. I'm like, man, I sure hope I like this thing, because I got rid of a Z06 Black Rose Metallic C7, and it's turned out quite well. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit apprehensive. I'm like, well, I'm stuck with it now, but it was very nice.
And you kind of, I mean, you obviously weren't stuck, but you had already, at my word, you sold, it was a picture I sent you. That's all it was. It was a picture from the configurator that I sent you. And you trusted me enough that you went and sold your Corvette and went, what, about a month? It was about a month and a half, something like that, wasn't it? Without one.
Well, I'll tell the story. If you want me to tell the story, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so it was a Tuesday afternoon. Tori and I were sitting out in the garage watching baseball, and Scott sent me a picture of this car. So I won't use the exact language that I used, but we'll just say it was, and Tori goes, "What's that?" And I said, "Well, look, Scott sent me a picture of this Corvette." She goes, "Well, what is that?" I said, "It's a Z06 in Hysteria Purple. And he's got it coming in, wants to know if I want it." And she looked at me and she said, "I want you to look what you got sitting in the garage right now." And she goes, if you want to get rid of it, that's fine. But I don't want to hear the whining if you're not happy when you get rid of it. So that next weekend, we happened to be in a Corvette meet. And actually, Tori's the one that kind of sold the Corvette. She came back and she goes, "I sold the Corvette." I'm like, okay. And they picked it up. So, yeah. So I was about 3 months without a Corvette. So
yeah,
if you
well, it actually was longer, huh? Yeah, but you were committed then at that point, because you weren't getting it back. Other people loved that one too much.
I couldn't buy the other one back.
I know. Yeah. So anyway, where we were going with that, guys, is that I am looking for a new home. I was gonna be, I was branching out. We really decided that we were gonna build the sales and service up with Meta Chevrolet there in Elk Grove, and then the business got sold, and service was really doing a really good job, and all of my customers were going there, and since then they've taken on a different stance, because a bigger company bought them. So I'm in talks with a couple dealers that I think will have the capability to be able to do that and be able to give that care that I want, and that I can give you that hands-on, take care of you stuff. I just don't want to. I'm not going to do it if I can't make it right, and that you guys can trust me. So anyway, it's this. Hopefully, I got a phone call a couple days ago saying that they had one company that wanted to talk to me. They own a couple dealerships, so we'll find out here soon whether they want to bring me on board or not. We'll see. It's not that I don't already have enough stuff to do, Jack. Right? I mean, it's
no, exactly. Thank you, Tina. By the way, I seen your message, Tina. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to a couple more. Dan, it's the lowest paid mechanic in the shop, doing one of the most important maintenances that you can ever do to your car. I've been in the automotive business for 32 years, and it just blows my mind. Dan, I gotta agree with you. I totally agree.
Yeah.
It is one of the most how would I say it? It's the most important, most likely. I mean, engine and transmission, especially on the C8, but the engine oil, man, I tell you, I don't know how somebody can get that so screwed up, but they do. And that's another thing too. We're not naming names of any dealerships, but when Tina's car was in there for that oil change, and it was that 7,500 mile service, the dealer scratched her fender too, and and they tried to tell her that, oh, well, we're just gonna use some touch-up paint, and it'll be good as new, and you won't be able to notice it. And I'm like, well, okay, no. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I know that if it was me, they would be fixing my fender. So we'll see how that one plays out. But I just don't get it. So, you know, that's the one beauty of you bringing the cars to me is that you're here through the whole thing and you see everything. So if I screw up, I got my bare face hanging out and there's nothing you can do about it. So,
And
all right.
everybody
So
does have a full fridge in his garage.
I do. So
There's
yeah,
benefits.
we'll keep you warm. We'll keep you cool and you can sit there and watch and yeah, and you know that we're doing it right. Hey, Guy is in the house. Hey, Guy, how you doing? Uh, yeah, there we go. He's not bowling tonight, guys. So that's why he's on tonight. Let's see. Oh, I am really getting behind here. We gotta
We're
go
way
through
up
here.
top, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
Marcus
we
and
need
Christina,
to,
you guys are here. Yep. Happy birthday again, Christina. Or actually, not you, Christina. It was Marcus's birthday. Boy, I'm gonna take your birthday away from you, Marcus. Isn't that bad? All right, let me see here. Philip, followed a friend after it snowed and had some sand grit in my front end. Well, yeah, you're definitely going to. That's for sure.
really bad out here in California. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I have a white 24 C8 with white boomerangs. What would some of you recommend as a clean, simple carbon fiber mod for the exterior? So what you can do on that, if you want to go with carbon fiber, there's two ways of doing it. You can do the stick-ons or you can do the actual bolt-ons. I'm going to highly recommend that you do the stick-ons because you can't tell the difference and they're like a third of the price. And yeah, so if you're in need of those, let me know, and I can get those for you, and I can put them on. So yeah, just let me know.
You know, some people like the carbon flash. Me personally, I like the carbon flash over the carbon fiber. Now, the carbon flash is less expensive than the carbon fiber itself. Everybody's got their own taste, but you know, do your car the way you want to do your car. But like we said, that Kevin is, if you start one, you got to go all the way to the end to do it all. So if you're going to do it in carbon fiber or carbon flash, you know, go ahead and make sure that you, you know, be prepared because even the carbon flash, some of the pieces are pretty pricey. So I'm just saying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you know, the thing is, you're talking about the boomerangs. You're going to want to do other parts. So like we were talking about earlier, if you do the boomerangs, you're going to see the other pieces and you're going to want to run it the whole car. So be aware of that. So if you're just wanting to say, for instance, you want to do the boomerangs because you want to do them black or carbon flash instead of carbon fiber, then you could take that down to a body shop and you can literally have them remove your boomerangs and paint them and put them back on. So there is a few options for that. That will save you money in the long run. I'm cutting my own throat here, but you know, it is one of those things. I'll be happy to take care of you in carbon fiber though, but you're looking at side skirts, you're looking at a front splitter, you're looking at boomerangs, probably mirror caps, probably a spoiler. So all those types of things. Now, I got to say, I ran it on my 23. I did everything carbon fiber. I had carbon fiber on carbon fiber. But you know, but this time around, you know, and Kevin is the carbon fiber king, and we're going to keep him in the king spot. Jack and I, we decided that we were going to leave ours and do all of our stuff in carbon flash. I'm not going to say I'm never going to switch over because I've learned to never say never, but probably not. Yeah. So
Kevin said that me and Scott are just cheap. That we're too cheap.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber on. I'm like, well, okay.
Yep.
You know what?
Well, here, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch over here for a second, and I'm going to show you. I got a camera trained on the inside of my interior of my car right now. So you can see there's a lot of carbon fiber as well as trim. That's a live picture right there of the interior. Jack wanted to be able to show off the interiors, and I didn't give him a camera to be able to get in there, so you guys can only see his at a little bit of a distance. But I actually had another camera, so I zoomed it in over there. But let me go back to our main screen now.
This camera is not going to do the interior of Scott's car justice. You have to see it in person. I mean, the only thing that's not carbon fiber is the seat. Everything else is carbon fiber thing. I'm telling you. I mean, I
even have carbon fiber. If you here, let's see. It'll go back to the camera. If you look right here, that's all carbon fiber down there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
He asked
all
me,
right.
he goes, I got to tell the story, Scott, when you asked me, he goes, do I have too much carbon fiber over red? I go, do you want honest opinion? He goes, that's why I asked you. And I'm like, you got too much carbon fiber. You need a little bit more red accents. It was all, I mean, you just looked in, it was just a blur of carbon fiber in his car. So yeah, he's got a very good mixture of stuff in the car. Yes. And
Yeah.
Scott, you need to let everybody know that everything that's inside that car, you can get them for them.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
Scott is the
Absolutely.
parts man for cars.
Yeah.
Anything Corvette, Scott's got pretty much access to get it for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Get
Absolutely.
it.
And what I need to do is I need to comprise a list and put that up,
Yes.
for people to see, because I've got so many different people that, or so many different companies that have, I've gotten parts from that. It would make their life so much easier if they knew exactly what they're after. Um, So Paul, thanks. Yeah, you referred a C6 owner to me. I have not heard from him, but that doesn't mean that I won't tomorrow. You never know. Okay.
And we apologize if we're not going to be able to respond to we've got so many chats on the chats here. We
We'll get
apologize
there.
if we can get to everybody. So
We'll get
not
there.
to
We're
worry.
gonna go, Jack. We got plenty of. You know what? We didn't have all the mistakes that we had earlier the last
that's
3
true.
weeks.
We can talk for hours, can't we?
That's
I
it.
forgot
That's
about that.
right. That's right. So
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
time. Okay. So V8 behind. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now we're doing recommendations. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
a carbon fiber front splitter lip. No, I agree. Once you go, you gotta go. Hey,
Make sure
Tony, Tony, go Birds.
can.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. TNT, that's nice. Oh yeah, Jeffrey. Yep. Laugh out loud. Doug the Thug. There you go. Is that his page? Is that what it's called?
I can't remember.
Let me see. I can't remember. Yep. So
I'm just
Coda-
switching that. Thank you for Marcus for saying this group is the best. Appreciate you, Marcus. We really do.
Oh, you're skipping ahead. Good for you.
Oh,
All right.
I'm trying to. I'm at the bottom. I'm trying to meet you in the middle, Scott.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I've got a Corsa cold air intake. My private Corvette shop, not a dealer, said you don't need an Eventuri intake unless you have some serious mods. Mods line twin turbos. Yeah, I'm not going to say that you've got to have it. I mean, a cold air intake. I mean, even the Corsa ones, they're good.
Yes.
I'm not knocking any of them. I'm just saying, from an aesthetics view, the Eventuri is, I think, probably one of the prettiest ones out there, and it's getting that air. It's ramming that air down in there. So yeah, no, I'm not knocking any of it. Don't take me wrong, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, anyone want to purchase? If someone wants to purchase a C8, what do you all think of a 2020 through a 2023 model? Well, Phil, I'm gonna say that they're all good. I mean, but the 2020 is the one being the first one. It's more susceptible to the transmission issues. If you've got one that's got some miles on it already, then it's probably already. And if you look at service records, you'll probably find out that it's already been fixed, right? I've talked to the techs, with Chevrolet, and what was happening in 2020 was, and up till 23 actually, was that the transmission, the valve bodies in those things, they were getting debris in them. And back in those days, they didn't know how to change them. They didn't know how to fix it. It was just literally, well, let's just put a new transmission in it and move on. And then they were sending those transmissions back to, I think it was Detroit, where they were going through them and trying to figure out, reverse engineer what was causing the problems. So part of the issue with the 7,500 mile intervals on the services, that goes to show you how important it is for that to happen. Once you get crap in those valve bodies, you're going to have problems. So that's why it's very, very important that you do the servicing on this car. You can't over service this car at all, but don't under service it. It will bite you in the butt. That is for sure. Especially, you know, I mean, GM's going to void the warranty, you know, if you don't hit it right in that time frame. They've changed those maintenance intervals so many different times. I can't even keep track of them. So, you know, I always have to go back and I have to look it up. So anyway, make sure that I would, if it was me going and buying a used one, I would probably be looking at a 21 unless I was getting a really good deal on a 20 and then I'm buying an extended warranty for sure. Those transmissions are somewhere in the ballpark of around $22,000. So it's not a drop in the bucket. Okay. So
Hey,
anyway, yeah.
One here, Guy Russo asked me, he goes, what's the best way to remove the heat from the back trunk of the C8? We're going to talk about the scoops, the European scoops that not only, and they have, and I'm going to tell you right now, we installed them on my car, what, Scott, about a month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm going to, going down the road, my car is running anywhere from between 7 and 9 degrees cooler, because what it does is brings air up into the trunk space where we all know there's a lot of heat back in these C8s. You open them up, man, and I mean, there's a lot of heat. But the temperature gauge is showing on my car, and they just cooled it down about 7 to 9 degrees because it brings the airflow from underneath the bottom into the engine bay. So that was going to be one of the best things. That's helped a lot. I've got them on my car. I think, Scott, you got them on yours, and Kevin's got them on his.
You know what? I got yours and Kevin's taken care of. I haven't had a chance to do mine yet. I've got them sitting here, but that's going to be
if you want to, me and Kevin will come up and put those on for you since you're so busy.
Well, you know what? Maybe I ought to do is have you film for me. I've got dynamic ducts and dynamic caps that I need to install. I need to make install videos. So maybe what we'll do, have you come up and play Jack Spielberg for me, and we'll get the videos going. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping about it. I've had comments from people that said I'm not talking enough. So I hope this is finally going to quieting the people that didn't know this, that say, hey, Jack's not that quiet after all. So usually when you're with Kevin, and if any of you that know Kevin, when you're with Kevin, you don't have a chance to get a word in edgewise. So, I mean, sorry he's not with us tonight, but tonight is Scott and my night to shine. So
there we go.
Yeah. Well, just to let you know, we appreciate everything, but if we don't answer every response that we get from you, we apologize. There's just so many. We'll be here till 9 o'clock tonight, and usually it's 9 o'clock is Scott and mine's bedtime. So we apologize. We're reading every one of them. We're just trying. I'm trying to catch from the bottom to try to meet Scott in the middle, but it's not going to happen, folks. So we apologize if we don't answer your message on the air. We apologize for that, and we haven't even got into the stuff we're going to discuss tonight.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah, see, Scott goes, "Are we going to have enough to talk about tonight?" I'm like, "We'll be fine."
Yep,
we're fine.
We are. Good. We're good. Well, Jeff just said he appreciates everything that we did for that I did for Robin and them during their whole process. They had a white 23 convertible. I did a bunch of work to it, and then somebody decided to crash into him and total the car. So we ended up getting him a Riptide Blue Stingray convertible.
Beautiful Corvette.
It's a beautiful car. So and they went through the same process, and I gotta say I'm very proud of how that worked out. You know, for all of my customers, it made it fun. So you're very welcome.
Thank you, Robin, by the way. Thank you, Robin. Robin says it's nice to hear Jack's voice. So thank you, Robin.
That's right. Phil, you're right. That was something that we were going to touch on. Yes, they are. I have heard, and there was a blurb from one of the dealers back east that they were going to put up an employee discount on Stingrays. And they were going to try to the point of you could get with the existing discounts that's already out there, and then the employee discount somewhere in the ballpark of about $20,000 off MSRP, which is going to hurt the used car market drastically. But
that's going to kill it. Yes.
Yeah. But now here soon, it's going to be the time to buy a car. Trust me. Let's see. All right. So Phil's just thinking V8 behind. Okay, so let me see here. Jeffrey, remember you reaching out to me as I was the urgent care getting x-rays after my accident, telling me to get you a build number. Well, that was true. They were literally at the hospital. They were getting their stuff done and they were ordering a car. They didn't waste any time. Yep.
Jeff, that just goes to prove if Scott is truly a car salesman. He's trying to make a sale, and you're not even getting out of the ER yet. See,
that's right.
That's
right.
There you go. That's a true friend right there, buddy. I tell you.
Well, I had an allocation. I had to make sure you got it. Yeah. So it's okay. I like my 22. They fixed the 3 issues with the 20 and the 21. Mine has no issues. I enjoy the engine management system on the highways where she goes down into 4 cylinders. You know, I'm good and bad with that. I've experienced I haven't experienced in the Corvette, but I experienced it in our Escalade where it went into V4 mode and the lifters got stuck, and then it didn't run right, and it was an expensive fix to get taken care of. I'm glad I had an extended warranty on it, that's for sure. But I'm understanding that very well may go away in the future versions. But right now, as we speak, the 27 is still slated to get get those. So I was hoping with that new motor that wasn't going to happen. But anyway, let's see. Made it up to 29 miles to the gallon in my Z51, only getting 11 in my 25 Z06. Well, yeah, I get that. The Z06, hey, that's why there's a gas guzzler tax on that car.
Yes. 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 Well, if you cruise it and put it in neutral, you'll get better gas mileage, but you'll be also in the back. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The last ones to lunch picks up the tab. You'll be last.
I love your Hysteria purple, Jack, but I'd love to see that Black Rose C7.
Well, Scott, I tell you what, next week, make a point. I will send you, I've got some gorgeous pictures of that Z06. Love that car to death. Got more compliments on that car. And actually, I went up that car by mistake also. I had custom ordered one, and it showed up brand new, and the computer module was fried. And I just happened to run across this car up in Sacramento, and I called the wife and I said, I just bought a purple Corvette. I'll be home later. And she called me back. She goes, what'd you say? I said, I just bought a purple Corvette. That's what you guys know. Yeah. So anyway, that car was gorgeous. Was really a head turner. And it really was. It was tough getting rid of it. I'm not going to sit here and say I partied with it. It was tough. And luckily I haven't seen it since, but I know where it's at. But yeah, I'm happy with this one. Yeah, I'm happy with what I've got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeff's saying 4 months without a car, without his, and a week without my C8. Yeah, he was frothing at the mouth. I can tell you that's for sure.
The work part, Scott, the day before you had just done a bunch of work to Jeff's car, right?
I had, yes. I had just put a throttle controller in it, and and then we ended up taking that throttle controller out. I wanted to find out exactly if he was hot rodding it or not when he was in his accident, right? So, and those controllers, they remember what setting it was on when it was in the accident. So I didn't tell his wife, but I know he was in ludicrous 9.
Oh, okay. Well, how are you ludicrous when he was running with us? I always wonder why he lost us last Sunday on the run. I would wonder what happened to him. Okay. Sorry, Jeff. Love and happiness. Sorry.
That's it. Robin, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, we're just kidding with you, Jeff. Yeah.
So Guy says he has got a 2020, he bought it new with no issues ever. Now I can understand that up until just recently it was a museum piece. It never had any miles on it until I got a hold of it, and we met at a car show, and the rest of his history. Him and his American Express card, he didn't leave home without it. He brought it to me, and we exercised it really, really good. But he's got a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, C8. It really is. It's got the Z50, or the ZR1 hood on it and all the carbon fiber. It's just beautiful now. So let's see here.
Well, I noticed your better half chimed in, Scott. She says you're the new Kevin tonight.
Well, yeah, I'm only talking because I'm like having to read these stupid things. Dan, I'm thinking about ordering a Z06 and taking delivery of it at the factory. Has anyone ever done this? I think it runs $1,800. Dan, I think it's a little bit more than that.
Yes.
I have not, but if you hold out till I think it's the 27 model, you could do two things. You could do the museum delivery, and you also could do the engine build program if you want to build your own motor. So
did you pay the price of that, Scott?
you know what? Yeah. The engine build is it's 10 grand, $99.95 to do the
Well, at least it's not 10,000 though. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
it's not
I know,
10,000.
right? Yep.
Oh, that does not include airline tickets and hotels and accommodations. No, it does not.
Nope. It's all on you. And you got to go out there. You do the build, and then you go home, and then a few months later they build your car. So now you got to come back out and get it. So there's a lot to it. Hopefully you're already retired.
You can drive to Bowling Green. That's great. But for us, that's quite the haul. We can't do that in 18 hours.
All right, nice. Pull up and do some armchair installation while Scott's working on the car. Absolutely. We've got 2 spots right here, and we've got plenty more chairs. So yeah, you're more than sit here and watch and watch me take care of everything.
It is when there's multiple people in Scott's garage, the conversation gets quite entertaining when he's working on cars, folks. Just to let you know.
Boy, don't you know it? Won't you know it?
No, don't you know it? No.
Chris, I'm getting geared up. I've got a few more things I've got to purchase, but yes, I will be able to do transmission flushes as well as the for the C8 also. I've got the computers. I just got to get some of the other equipment to do it. But yeah, I'm gearing up for that because there's a lot of people that they don't want to take their car to the dealerships. There's just some that don't, and I'm not going to recommend any shops now until I actually got the warm fuzzy feeling from whoever I feel is doing it right. So yeah, we'll once we do that, I'll announce it. Yes, sir.
Can I ask a question? Everybody, did anybody see the videos that came out that posted? They was on the West Coast, and there was like 8 or 9 Corvettes with the engines blacked out that supposedly maybe could be the Grand Sports. Did anybody see that video online? Did anybody catch that other than myself? Did I send you some on that, Scott, or something like that?
You did. Let me cue that up here
I want to see if anybody else seen this, and we want to get some people's opinion. If Scott's got some pictures that I sent him, see if anybody could give me what your opinion is, what you think this is.
Yeah, take a look at this, guys. So you can see here that these, this one here happens to be, this one here I think has got it's the wide body right here, and it's got a gray front end on it. You can see there's just different, this will change here in a minute. I just tried to put these pictures and little videos that we found all into one, but you'll start to see them here in a minute.
Take a look at the pictures, folks. What's your opinion?
If you look, it's got a pull tag on the hood. Now here, some of these videos are kind of terrible, guys. So, but I've got some actual pictures that are in this little loop here. So hopefully you guys can see these. But what we noticed is that one car has got a Stingray body. It's got a Stingray front nose, but it's got a wide body rear end, and all the glass is darked out. And then, like you can see here, this one here, it appears to be. Listen to this. This looks like a Z06, right? But listen to this. It don't sound like a Z06.
It don't sound like a Z06. it makes me wonder sometimes with General Motors, are they like, let's send some cars out there because they apparently the gentleman that did this video, the people that was driving these Corvettes was not happy that he was taking these videos, but this guy's a Corvette guy, so he wants to get the word out there to us. I just wonder sometimes if General Motors does some stuff just to try to trick them because they know the cars are going to be seen on the highway. They know this. It makes me wonder, because there's a mixture of, looks like E-Ray, Z06, Stingray, all different mixtures of each one of these cars. It makes me wonder just what. Look at the back of this one here.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy on, and these were all there. Apparently there was 8 of them cited, and then I think we only got 3 of them in the videos. But some had center exhaust, some had side exhaust, but it was a goulash of different things, and it's like, what were they doing? And they all had the manufacturer plates on them. So
Every one of them.
Yep. So you can see there's a side exhaust right there. And then I think there's one.
I would say it's safe to say the reason with the engines being blacked out, the glass being blacked out, that's probably the 6.7 in there. I'm just speculating.
Yep.
But I mean, if there's something that's already been produced, why would you hide it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, I'm
There's
pretty
another
sure.
good view right there. There's another good view. Yeah.
So
and there's multiple wings on each one of them too.
Yep. Yeah. So we don't know, but we just thought we would show you that. Jack unearthed these, so that's cool. I want to give Jack the credit for this. I just kind of threw him into a little slideshow just so you guys could see them. But that's about it.
Scott, there was information on the new colors too, though, right?
Yes, yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll close this out right here, and we're gonna go over. So GM again. I don't know whether or not GM does what they do on purpose just to create hype, which they could very well be doing that. You never know. But remember last week I said that most likely they were getting rid of the blue and the purple so they could bring back Admiral Blue that would go along with the Grand Sport. Well, the GTR code, the 705U, that right there, that is the same thing. They're calling it opulent blue metallic, but really what that is, that's the same code that Admiral Blue's been forever. So that goes hand in hand. Now, I wasn't able to get a clip of the piece, but apparently the dealer decided that they were going to, one of the dealers actually saw a clip for the Grand Sport option in the ordering guide, and then about the time they saw it, it disappeared. So we're about 99.99999% that we're going to get a Grand Sport, and I think we're going to have all these colors.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, I don't know. There's one other color, and they're calling it pitch metallic. I don't know what that is, honestly. Rumor is that it's going to be some sort of shade of a gray of sorts, or some sort of silverish gray. I'm not sure yet. I'll be curious to see what that's about. But those are the 2 colors that they're bringing in for 27.
Now, has there ever been anything close to that? I mean, I don't know every color that's been on the Corvettes. I'll be the first to admit that. Has there been anything that has been close to that, Scott? You're much more an expert on it.
To the pitch, but I have no idea until I see it. I'm not gonna know. It's been, let's go back here. I'm really not sure, to be quite honest with you. But I'm sure we'll know here one of these days.
V8 Behind says that's the color that was on the ZR1X at Barrett Jackson. I did not catch the color on the one that they had at Barrett Jackson. I didn't hear the color of that one.
Yeah, I hadn't either. And you know what? If that is the case, that would be awesome because there's a lot of people that really like that color.
Yes. Yes, that was pretty.
Yep.
You put some strong wheels on that thing, it would look great.
Oh, I know, right? Dan saying, do it. Also do Ron Fellows driving school. Absolutely. We're going. We're going in April. So yeah, there's a bunch of us that are going. And
For those of you who have been to Ron Fellows, it is so worth the money, even if you decide to have to pay the extra. Because I think if you decide to go because you're allowed to go to Ron Fellows in the first year, it costs you $1,000 to go to Ron Fellows. Anytime after that, I think it's about $3,800, close to $4,000 to go. But I'm telling you, after going to Ron Fellows and I got to drive the Z06 in October, I would spend $4,000 to go again. It is that much fun, and you really, really learn what this car will do on a racetrack.
yeah,
We can't do nothing of what this car will do on a highway. No way. There's nowhere you can do this on a highway, what you get to learn to do with this car.
No,
It's just
absolutely. There's no replacement for it. Yeah.
There is no replacement.
Yep. Even if you don't want to learn to go fast, you can just learn the car. You know,
Learn the car. I mean,
you really,
learn
yeah,
the car.
You really can.
This car will
Yeah.
handle so well in a fast environment, in a tight environment. This car will handle tremendously. Stingray, Z51, Z06. I don't know. I can only imagine what the 01 is going to be like on that racetrack. When I was there, the guys were chomping at the bit for the 01s to show up because they get, for anybody that doesn't know, Ron Fellows gets the Corvettes brand new. Okay.
Yep.
The instructors get to drive the cars to and from home to put the miles on them.
Yep.
And it's got the same break-in period, just like we do with ours with the cars they sent to Ron Fellows. But after that, and I mean, I just don't know. I'm sure the guys that gets the 01s to drive home are probably just having a blast with these
Can you
cars.
imagine?
And
Life would be so tough.
home. Yeah. By the way, folks, your company car is a 01.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, hurt me, please.
If I remember right, I think they have to drive them for 1,500 miles before they put them onto the track.
This is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And then they can run the crap out of them, and their technicians will fix it. What better deal is that?
I know, right? Yeah. No, that's awesome. Well,
Yes.
we are starting to catch up. We're within the last page here, Jack. Guys asking you, Jack, what's the best to help remove heat from the back trunk on a C8? Okay, well, that was the one you already answered, right?
You're like 40 behind, Scott.
What's
You're
that?
way behind. You're 40 behind.
I know, I'm bad. I'm just trying to get through them all. I want to make sure I don't leave anybody behind.
We'll be here.
Okay, I got one here. I'm new to the Corvette community. Bought a 2002 C5 convertible with 24,000 miles, which is awesome that you were able to find one like that. All original and like new. I bet it is. Garage kept. Dream come true. Love this channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And congratulations on your car. I can tell you what, I had a 99 C5 Corvette. It was the most reliable Corvette I ever owned. It never left me stranded. I even got I had a mouse decide that he was going to eat part of the wiring harness, and it still didn't. I had a bunch of check engine lights, but it never left me stranded. I kept running. So I was able to get it to the dealer, and the dealer had to put a new harness in it, but I didn't have to have it towed. It went there on its own power. So those are great cars. I did this flat out. So, but thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. Guy, new underbody air deflectors. Okay. Yeah. So Paragon and Dynamic Ducts, and there's a bunch of people that were making them. We were even actually making them. Jack actually has my prototype that we made,
And they're doing
great. So we were doing those too. But there's been so many people, and the amount of time that I have, it wasn't worth it. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to promote the other guys. It's just that much easier.
Hey, Scott, I got to jump in. My better half just chimed in and said the guys and gals at Ron Fellows were awesome. My wife got 3 rides with the instructors at Ron Fellows. So, I mean, she went faster than I did. Because the instructors at Ron Fellows, I mean, we were driving Z06s and our instructor was driving a Stingray, and it was all we could do to keep up with her. I mean, we had and Tori got to go up to the skid pad with the other female instructor up there. They were fantastic. The girls, I'm sorry, the girls could drive better than the guys could. We followed both of them around the track, and the girls would drive better. So sorry, guys. That's just the way they are. They are that
That's an
good.
experience, huh? That's good. I mean, Jenny loved it. Jenny put them all against each other, and she goes, I don't get sick on roller coasters, and I like to go fast. See if you can make me sick. And then after that, they were like, well, can you drive better than so and so? And he's like, challenge accepted. And they did that all day long with her.
Tori went out, and her seatbelt was not holding her back against the seat like it should. So she got thrown all over the place on her right out there with her. And she come back and she goes, I was getting thrown all over that car. And I'm like, well, there must be something wrong with the passenger seatbelt then.
Yeah, it should have locked in place. That's for sure.
It wasn't locking. Yes.
Yeah. No. Welcome and enjoy that sweet ride. No, absolutely. As Carlton, he's definitely in the fun factor now. I will warn you, it's La Buena. Hopefully I got that right, 24. Now that you got it in your blood, you're stuck, buddy. You may get another one, and you may keep that one along with it. You might trade it in, but you're not ever not going to have a Corvette. I guarantee you.
No.
Yep.
No, this was part of your retirement to go towards the car.
Yep. So a couple people are congratulating you. Scott is the new Kevin tonight. Thanks, honey. I appreciate that. I just heard Jack say that already. So thank you so much. I love you.
Hey, at least the wives are watching.
I know, right? Yep. Well, Robin says it's nice to hear your voice, Jack. Yep. And Chris, a dynamic duo. Yeah. Well, I miss Kevin. I didn't think I'd say that, but I miss him. Let's see. All right.
Had in comments just to get. Hey, Scott, let's poke a little fun at Kevin since he's not here. What do you think?
Sure.
Shall we? Okay. So just to let you know, okay, I'm just going to throw him under the bus. You can question him on it next week when he's back online, right?
Okay.
So been to Ron Fellows 3 times. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you graduate from up there, you have a chance to get a shirt that says graduate across the front. Well,
that's right.
I got one. Scott's got one. Well, Kevin doesn't have one. So we asked Kevin, how come you don't have a graduate shirt? Is that why you've been there 3 times? Because
that's right.
You still have your lap times are not fast enough that you can't get a graduate shirt?
Well, he got
to ask Kevin where his graduate shirt is from Ron Fellows. We will please do that, and we will definitely make a point to ask him the question ourselves.
Hey, you know what we ought to do, Jack? We should wear our graduate shirts next week, and then we'll ask him. So then all you guys that are watching, you guys can ask him that, because he got he basically he got the participation certificates. He got 3 of those.
Trophy.
Love you, Kevin.
Yes. Please ask Kevin next week where his graduate shirt is. And feel free to say anything you want to say. I'm sure he would love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Great.
Yep.
Kevin was here. He's not here, but he really was. Yeah.
Yo, yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Corvette owners, check out the NCM for the best insurance prices. Save me $1,800 a year.
Yes.
V8 behind, I agree. I've had them before. I currently have Haggerty. All of those companies, they do a really good job. But yeah, always check around. I was with USAA for the longest time, and
so was I.
They ended up when I went to Haggerty, it chopped off about $2,000. So anyway,
I mean, I've been with USAA for almost 20 years now, but separating my Corvette from USAA and getting its own separated with Haggerty was cheaper with the Corvette and then it made, because with the Corvette being with USAA, it made everything else go because my premium so high. So I saved buku bucks and even saved insurance. The Corvette is cheaper through Haggerty than it was with USAA. So kind of beat it. Yes.
Yep. No, absolutely. Dan, I go, you're agreeing that they're coming out with a Grand Sport. Yep, absolutely. I saw your other post. I didn't respond. We got kind of sidetracked. No, I don't know anybody in that area that would be able to work on the car. I don't know any of the shops out that way. I'm sorry. So S. Carlton says, very interesting. VA behind, that's the color that was on the ZR1X at Barrett Jackson. I hope you're right. Again, like I said, I really hope that is the case, because that one probably will be a good seller. It really was. Guys, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, or if you haven't subscribed and you haven't hit chat, please do that now. I'd really appreciate it. I noticed that on the bottom of my screen, it's not showing. CorvetteChannel.net is my store and my web page. So be sure and check that out if you're needing something. If there's something that you need part-wise and that isn't on there, and we've got a bunch of, we've got cups and mugs and shirts and stuff like that. If there's something that you would like to see, reach out to me. Jennifer has taken over that part of it, being able to design the all of the apparel. So girls, if you know of something that you'd like, reach out to us, and we'll be able to get that up on the store. But there's a lot of stuff there that we've already got, so be sure and check it out.
Hey, Scott, I got that one from C706 Chris. He recently saw a C8 Stingray with the Grand Sport style stripes and a Z06 body kit and wheels. I would like to see a picture of that. That's quite the mixture right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes. Send us a picture. I'd like to see that. That's quite the interesting.
Yeah, Chris, if you've got that. Yeah, I mean, there's parts out there that we could do that. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Like Jim's got the Elkhart Lake Blue Stingray, and he's got the stripes he's got the heritage stripes on the fenders.
The stripes are good, I think, in certain colors. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Tina was saying night. Okay, to both of us. And Tori, guys and gals at Ron Fellows, plenty of awesome female instructors there. Jack, you just touched on that. That's cool. Sir. Oh, Marcus, you got to do. Oh, that's right. You got to ride in that position. That's right, because Christina was taking up the driving spot. Okay, well there you go.
On day 2 of Run, I don't know how every class, but the Z06 day 2. We went out with the instructors on the Z06 class, and if you thought you knew how to drive on day 1, when you went out with the instructors, you realized that you probably don't. So
no, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
When I went around with that instructor, one of the things I told him, and they asked you what your feedback is. I said, lap 1, day 1 should be going out with the instructors so you can see what the car is capable of.
So, Jack, you know what? They used to do it that way.
Oh, they did?
They used to.
I don't know
but the reason they changed it was because the instructors were making these people sick. And so, and so then that was ruining their whole day because they were sick throughout the course of the first day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why they moved it to the very end. I know, right? Yeah, yeah. So that way, if they did get sick, they weren't losing out on their class because it was at the end of the time. Yeah, so that was done on purpose. Yeah,
that makes sense. But I mean, after I asked them that, my lap times from day 1 to day 2 increased by almost 14 seconds. Because once you realize the car will stick, and you're like, okay, it will take this, and you just get faster and faster and faster and faster.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. You know where the light bulb came on for me doing that was when we did the PDR playbacks, and he explained to me where you're hitting your brake here, you're hitting hitting the gas here, you're turning the wheel the wrong way here. Yep. And I tell you what,
you're braking too early. You're braking too early. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
That was my biggest thing, because I'm thinking, what can I really trust these brakes? But then I realized on day 2. There's a straight stretch, and when I hit the 300-foot marker, I was at 139 mile an hour in 4th gear and downshifted to 3rd and went in the corner at about 97, 98. I'm like, oh, okay, now I know.
Yep.
And now I feel comfortable, because even though it's not your car, you don't want to wreck their car, but then you do realize, oh, this thing can take this.
That's right.
And
That's right.
you just got to get past the tire squalling. Just turn, as they say, turn the radio up. That's all you got to do. Yeah,
Absolutely. And I've done having the peace of mind of buying the insurance there. I don't want to owe the national debt if I wreck that car. I just don't, so I happily paid the insurance. And when you're there at the class, when you're there in class, they don't say you wrecked the car or you got to pay your deductible. They say you're exercising your deductible.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Good to know.
If you go off the track, anybody that's in the class, we had a couple of guys in the class that went off the track a little bit. Oh, they're going to let you know about it when everybody comes back in. They tell who it was, where it was at, and everybody makes fun of that person. So if you do that, be prepared when you get back to the classroom. That's all I got to say about that.
That's it. And we're caught up here, guys. By the way, my wife says she can't wait for the Corvette channel tumbler I won. Chris, you're the only one that hasn't gotten your tumbler. Everyone else I've sent all of them out except for yours. I thought we were going to be meeting you up at the Cars and Coffee. We didn't. So if we don't get that done, we'll go ahead and we'll get it shipped out to you.
God, don't you think it's time we should probably draw for some stuff? What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's get this drawing done and see, and then we're gonna call it. Where are we at? We're at a minute. We're at 7:25. So let's see if we can get this done and we'll get everybody on their way.
Scott, you was worried about us finding something to talk about.
God, I know. And then I'm like worried about time. All right. So let's get it over to
Get some stuff
over the right screen. Get this up here. All right. Let's go ahead and
good luck, everybody.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to pick a winner. We're only got one winner tonight, but that's for the license plate trim. And again, I want to thank Extreme Online Store for sponsoring us this month. And here we go. Okay.
There's a lot of people. Who's going to win it tonight? I'm curious.
Dan won again.
Dan won again?
He won last week.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Well,
there you go, guys.
Dan, I hope you got a Stingray, dude. If you got a Z06, you might have to give that as a Christmas present to somebody.
I know. Yeah.
Congratulations, Dan.
There you go.
Hey, folks, just to let you know, the computer picks it. We don't.
Yeah, we don't do it. The trim doesn't fit. No, that trim doesn't fit a Z06, guys. So
it does not fit a Z06.
No, it don't. That cutout in the back is different. So
yes.
But anyway, all right. Well, Dan, do me a favor. Just like before, go ahead and send an email again with your mailing address and your phone number and all that type of stuff and your email address to the Corvette channel at gmail.com. Okay. So, guys, that's about it. I think we did a great job.
The more you interact with us, the more chances you have to win prizes. We've got a lot of stuff to give away. At Scott's house, he's got a whole room full of stuff to give away. So the more you talk to us, the better chance you have of getting on there and winning a prize. So, yeah.
Oh, no one. No one won that part. Yeah. Jack was the best one. My wife's asking me who won the closest to the cost of the car. I only had a couple of people that they were over. Yeah. So anyway,
between me and you and Kevin, I was the winner of that one.
Yeah.
And
you were.
I have not received my Corvette cup yet. The Corvette channel cup yet, by the way, folks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks again. I really appreciate it. This was, I guess fourth time was the charm for us. We finally got everything worked out, and everything sounded good, and we didn't have any issues, and we had a good winner. Guys, stay tuned for next week. We've got Solar Performance is going to be our sponsor for the month, and they are giving me two 2 throttle controllers. So we'll do
Everybody should
one week of
Scott.
t-shirts and stuff, and then we'll do a controller, and then we'll do some more t-shirts, and then we'll do the controller. Okay, and then after that, we've got Paragon Performance coming up in March. So we've got a whole bunch of people signing up. So, well, guys, see, another great show, guys. That's about it.
Thank you, guys.
Having a channel and chats like this. Well, you guys are doing it for us too. You guys are spending your time with us, and we really appreciate it. So
we like talking cars, and we like talking Corvettes, and it's nice to hear other people's opinions, and we love that. That's what it's all about. I mean, we're all Corvette nerds. Let's call it what it is. We're Corvette nerds, and we'd love to see if you. We appreciate if you would send your pictures in. We would love to see some of your pictures of your cars. I mean, because it gives everybody different ideas. I mean, you can do numerous things to these things. So please send your pictures in. We would love to see your hot rods. We would. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, we're driving one of the nicest ones on the highway, so we might as well show them off.
Absolutely. Oh, one other thing, and hopefully this comes to pass. Tim from Icon Motorsports, that they do the new generation of Lambo doors that go basically straight up and down. I'm trying to get him on the show for next week. So hopefully he'll be able to explain that. Yeah. So hopefully that works out. I talked to him already, and hopefully he wanted to do it. And so hopefully we can get the paths all together and get him on the show, so you guys can ask him questions about that and the whole shoot match. Okay. So, and that's how it's going to, we'll tie it into Tent World in Concord, California, and Larry. So we've got, we'll be able to talk about that a little bit too. So, yeah. So
remember, folks, Corvette channel. There you go. Corvette channel.
Drop my mod parts in chat, please. Dreaming of new mods. I'll put it in there. It's www.corvettechannel.net. All right. And there you go. All right, guys, check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Go to CorvetteChannel.net. It's got my phone number on there. You can go to YouTube. My number's all over the place. Normally it's up on the screen. I'm not exactly sure why that disappeared, but we'll deal with that next week. And until next week, guys, we'll talk to you later.
Thanks. See you next week.